Hey guys, some gamer dude here. So I want to talk about Dragon Ball Super again because I picked up one of the extra sets yesterday. The Xenoverse set. Well, they call it Dark Demons, but it's really Xenoverse because all the characters originate from that game, and not all of them are demons or even villains. Because Trunks isn't a villain, and neither is the Supreme Kai of Time. I was just flabbergasted at what great value this is. Even when you don't account for Trunks and the Masked Saiyan being staples or near staples, or Towa being really good herself, it's still amazing value. I choose to compare it to other pre-packaged products for TCGs, such as the Pokemon tins and the Pokemon GX boxes, those type of deals. I've never felt those were particularly good value, mostly because the boosters are an entity you don't know whether you're going to get your value worth or not, and they take up a majority of the price. You have to really want those promos, you have to really want the big card, you have to really want the tin for reasons that I don't understand. They rust or corrode over time. Been there, I've chucked it out a lot, and you have to really want the pin if they have one, or the code for Pokemon Online. The value of the packs is really, it depends on what you pull. So if you pull complete jank out of all your packs, you're not likely, they're slightly rigged. You're probably going to pull one card that's at least got some monetary value, but it might not be enough to cover your, well, it's not going to be enough to cover all your packets. And yeah, I just don't see the value in these. It feels like in a lot of ways throwing money away. Because again, I don't have that high value in the big Pokemon GX cards. And the promo GX, it really depends on the card itself. So, what's Bandai doing right that I'm like, wow, this is amazing? Well, for 30 to 35 Australian, depending on where you buy them, it's probably going to be 35. You get 14 promos and a deck box. Now, that doesn't sound too big on itself, but start to consider how this breaks down. Deck box here is $7. You can go as high as 12 depending on the license and brand, but most of them are about the 7 mark. So we're brought down to 28. That's good. And we've got 14 promos. Well, 14 fits into 28 twice. That breaks them down to $2 a piece. $2. That's nothing. But you get one foil, one normal. $2 for a card is really nothing. Even if only a few of them are usable, and you account for that, and say the rest are basically worthless, the cards that are worth something are, considering you get 2 of them, and as I said, there is at least 2 that are of decent value here, and another one that's moderately good, you're going to make up that $28 real quick. Even between the Trunks and the Masked Saiyan, you only have to price them at $7 a piece with the deck box, and you make up your value, and I see it. Cards can go to that price, and that's not very expensive for cards. I just want to see more of this type of product. This feels like value for money. I don't know why no one's really thought about it before. Instead of giving some people something that'll corrode, instead of giving them run-off boosters, give them something they can use, and honestly, more promos. And do it in a way that encourages repeat purchase to get play sets. You automatically sell 2 of this. It's a real, or alternatively, you sell 4 of it if people really want the foils. It's just a really nice product. It's well packaged. It shouts at you. It's got good things inside it, and none of it's questionable in value. I'd really love to see more of this. I don't have much more to say on it. I'm just like sitting there going, this is a good value product. I don't know why no one's thought about this before. You don't need boosters, you just need cards people like and people want, and because that's how the singles market works. I mean, it's like someone at Bandai figured out people pay real money for just one card. It's like, wow, such a revelation. People have been doing that for the longest time, and only Bandai gets that revelation. And you get a deck box, and everyone needs deck boxes. You can never have enough. Christmas time I bought all of my local Zing's Pokemon deck boxes on clearance because I really needed a bunch. If you haven't started Dragon Ball Super and you're worried about a few things, I think this is good enough product with enough knowledge of TCGs as a whole to kind of sway you over. Not only that, recently I found someone asking Bandai, they said straight up, this is not a Dragon Ball Super card game despite the name. It covers the entire Dragon Ball franchise, as we have seen, but this means that when Dragon Ball Super ends in English, the game doesn't have to win, and that's a good thing. I really appreciate that one. That quells a lot of concerns I had about the game. And with the quality of the gameplay, the ease of card access, for the most part, and the quality of the cards itself, because they've got amazing quality themselves, and they just look really nice, they feel nice, and the game is fun to play. I really recommend jumping in, guys. This one feels like a winner. They could screw it all up like Bushiroad, but they haven't made any of the mistakes Bushiroad's made so far. This is a good game, guys. This has been some Gamer Dude, and I'll see you guys next time.